Hey rookies, it's Christmas Eve, and I know I had promised you guys a video showcasing my top three, what I consider top three Christmas style whiskeys. And unfortunately, I'm kind of cramming it in tonight, and I'm not even taking a sample because I'm on some medication. I got extremely sick last Tuesday, and it's really hung around me. So I'm hoping to get through this video without causing anybody else to share my misery per se. Anyways, the three whiskeys that I really want to share, they're all port finished whiskeys. Well, two are port finished whiskeys. One was aged in port barrels. So, anyways, let's start with the first one here. This is Woodinville Whiskey Company's straight bourbon finished in port casks. And just going off of my notes before, you're going to have a lot of caramel on this. You're going to have a lot of vanilla. There is a little bit of rye spice in there from the rye that they provide. It is a very smooth bourbon that was finished in port. It's almost like drinking a port wine that's a much higher ABV. You could tell there's bourbon in there, but for those that like the sweetness of port, this is a perfect bottle. Now, the one bottle that I don't have tonight, for those that don't have access to Woodinville, the one that I actually do have, the one that I do recommend, is Angel's Envy. It comes in at 86%, 86 proof. It is also another straight Kentucky. This one's a straight Kentucky bourbon that is finished in port casks as well. Now, I do have a bottle of the cask strength, but that's not one that it's gonna have readily available. That's a limited release. Typically for the Angel's Envy, you're looking at spending at about $40 to $60 a bottle, depending on where you're at in the country. It's in a beautiful bottle, a couple of angel wings on the side, on the back side of it, and it's probably one of the easiest drinking bourbons out there. So, the next one I recommend is a single malt scotch. This one here is the Glenmorangie Quinta Ruban port cask finish. Now, I misspoke. Okay. They are matured in ruby port casks, but I don't believe the entire batch is done in ruby port casks. I could be wrong. Anyways, this is a excuse me. This is a single malt scotch. It's going to have that maltiness flavor to it, but it's also considered a Speyside or Highland and Speyside. It says Highland single malt scotch, but I think they consider themselves Speyside as well. Anyways, this is aged 12 years. This is a fabulous single malt to get started with. I know my brother John, he really enjoys this one and the Lasanta, which is their sherry cask finish. For me, the Lasanta is not as much. I'm not a big sherry guy as much as I am port wine. But this one here, you are going to have the maltiness in it. If I remember right on my own personal tasting notes, there is the port casks are very influential, especially the ruby port casks are going to be very influential on the aging process. Anyways, this is a bottle that you can typically pick up anywhere in the United States. Should be between $50 and $75 a bottle as well. Highly recommend this one. Now, that's those two right there. The third one was the Angel's Envy. My favorite for drinking during the holidays. Now, this is a somewhat allocated bottle. High West Distillery out of Park City, Utah. They've been sourcing a lot of their rye whiskeys. Excuse me. And that's what this is. This is their blended rye whiskey that they've gone ahead and finished in French oak port barrels. If you like spice, if you want to drink what you are thinking is, it's almost like drinking baking spices With the port, it's got that sweetness to it. But with the rye, their particular brand of the rye, you're getting allspice, you're getting anise, you're getting cloves and cinnamon. It's almost like an allspice cake, or I don't want to say fruit cake because fruit cake has a bad connotation. But this is actually my favorite because, like I said, it's literally like drinking Christmas. So, anyways, I wish I wish I could pour some for you guys tonight, but as I explained earlier, I'm on some medication right now that prevents me from enjoying alcohol, so I can get rid of this cough, which means I can go back to work the day after Christmas. Anyways, listen, if you found this video helpful, please hit like. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment. And if you want to share this video with anybody that you want to give hints of gifts to for later on, go ahead and share. I appreciate the support you guys have given me. This channel is relatively brand new, and I have received a ton of support via personal messages, wishing me the best of luck going on into the new year. So, anyways, you know, tomorrow, with being Christmas, I want to wish all you fellow rookies out there a very Merry Christmas. Tonight, it's Christmas Eve. Go out and celebrate. If the liquor stores are still open and you're interested, go out and see if you can find either the Woodinville if you're in Washington or California or Oregon, the Angel's Envy, the Glenmorangie Quinta Ruban. There's even rumors that there's still a lot of Midwinter's Night's Dram out there. So, folks, tomorrow's Christmas. Remember, life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. Cheers.